Hi, welcome to Pretty Sweets channel. Today in my channel, we are going to be making this delicious chocolate and pumpkin layered cake with whipped brown icing. So if you would like to know how to make this chocolate pumpkin layered cake, keep on watching.
Okay, you will need, for the pumpkin cake, you will need eggs, oil. I'm using canola oil, but you can use vegetable oil. It doesn't really matter. It makes no difference. Flour. This is all-purpose flour and sugar. You also need cinnamon, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Pumpkin puree. Okay, we'll have the flour and the sugar, all the dry ingredients, the cinnamon, the salt, the baking soda, and the baking powder, all in this bowl right here. And then we're gonna whisk them all together, okay? Oil in our eggs. Beat them on low, okay? Okay, next we're gonna do our dry ingredients in here. Just gonna pour it in there. There we go. And for this, we're just gonna stir. We're not gonna mix, just stir in here. And then we will add our pumpkin puree in there. Okay. And then we'll beat. Okay, now that you have it all mixed, you just stir it just a little bit just to get all the bottom, just in case you have any flour or anything down there. Okay, now you're gonna pour it in your 8-inch already greased pan. I have parchment paper underneath. It will make it easier for the cake to Then I like doing this to it, just to the sides, okay? And then you pat it, try to get it all even. Do this, the fun part. You beat on the counter. The reason you're doing this is because you want the air bubbles to, come up. That way your cake doesn't sink when you bring it out of the oven. So, there you go. And next will be our chocolate cake, okay? Canola oil. If you don't have canola oil, you can use vegetable oil. Buttermilk. One large egg. Vanilla extract. Water. Cocoa powder. You will need also salt, baking soda, and baking powder, sugar, and sifted flour. It's already in my mix. Okay, I already have my flour, and I also have my cocoa powder. I didn't realize that my camera wasn't recording, so it's in there. Next, we'll be adding the baking soda, baking powder, and the salt. All in there. And we also will be adding the sugar. Okay? And we're gonna beat this on low so you can mix. All right, make sure you get the bottom of the mixing bowl just to make sure you have all the dry ingredients combined together. Okay, next we're just gonna add all the wet ingredients in there, okay? Which will be your egg, your vanilla extract, your buttermilk, your water, and your oil. Alrighty? Okay, I stopped the mixing bowl and I'm trying to make sure actually to get all the ingredients mixed in there together, and I'm gonna beat it again, okay? Forgot to tell you that I beat the batter on medium and I beat it for about 3 minutes. No more than 3 minutes and no less than 3 minutes, okay? So now we will be pouring the batter in this prepared greased cake pan, which is an 8-inch pan. I have lined it with parchment paper on the bottom, so it'll be easier for when the cake is cooled. It will be easier to take it out, okay? Okay, I like doing this to the cake, just to get it, mixed in there. And then you beat it on the counter for a few minutes to take all the bubbles out. Okay, now that you have both of your batters poured in your 8-inch grease pan, remember, you put the cakes in the oven for 350 for 35 to 40 minutes, but it varies on your oven, okay? So keep checking every 10 minutes. Okay, we're gonna start with the brown sugar icing. So I have in the stove already, I don't know if you can see, okay? It's 7 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and 1 1/4 cup of milk. So we're gonna whisk this constantly. Okay, it took me about 14 minutes for it to get it thickened like this. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so now all we're gonna do is you remove it from the heat once it has thickened it up, and now we're gonna add our vanilla extract, which will be 1 tablespoon and a half. Okay, and then we're gonna stir it. Okay, while that mixture is cooling down, I have butter, which is 1 1/2 cup of butter, brown sugar, 1 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and a pinch of salt in there. So let's mix this together, get it a creamy mixture, okay? Okay, it only took 3 minutes to get this light and fluffy mixture. I beat it on medium-high. So while our other mixture is cooling down, we're gonna start cutting the cakes in half, okay? So I forgot to hit record while I was cutting the cake, but I forgot to tell y'all that My pumpkin cake lasted longer than my chocolate cake. I took it out 24 minutes on my chocolate cake, and my pumpkin cake lasted all 40 minutes. So keep an eye on that while y'all, your cake's under the oven. So I already poured the flour and milk mixture in here. So we're gonna beat it on high for 5 minutes until a whipping cream texture, okay?
Now the fun part. Let's start doing this cake so we can eat it. Yummy.
Okay, I'm gonna pour a little bit of simple syrup. If you don't know what simple syrup is, it's just 1 portion water, 1 portion sugar. This syrup keeps the cakes moist. So, yeah. Okay, we're just gonna fill the cake, and we're gonna do a crumb coat on it first, and then you put it in the fridge for a few minutes. I know. Why can we eat it now? Well, if you want to have crumbs all over your coating, then go ahead and eat it. But I don't. So, yeah. Next is our pumpkin cake. Now the pumpkin cake is really moist. It's more moist than the chocolate cake. So I'm not going to add no simple syrup to it. So my battery died and I couldn't record anymore, and it was already too late. So I just decided to take a picture of the cake. Now, we don't have to be perfect in making cakes, okay? So do what you can, and as long as it tastes good, then it's good. Okay, so now all I want y'all to do is to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. And I'll be uploading more videos for y'all. So if you want to know how to do something, just comment down below and let me know, and I'll try to make it, and we'll see how it comes out. Okay? Thanks for watching again.